Hey guys, today we're starting off with Nex. Having access to Nex would be a prerequisite to this episode. This requires you assembling the key to the frozen door by defeating each of the God Wars dungeon bosses. What I have now is a simple setup for getting KC. Don't forget some type of Zerosian item. I'm using an ancient d'hide top. A big help in speeding up your KC is to get a blowpipe and a serpentine helm, and use them to poison all of the blood reavers. Then you can just go around killing the spiritual mages if you have 83 Slayer, or just focus on killing the blood reavers faster. Don't forget anti-poison if you're killing the mages. Range pods are helpful, and prayer potions as well. Next is one of those bosses where the KC is actually extremely quick, so don't bother wasting ecumenical keys. Most of the tasks today can be done passively, apart from I Should See a Doctor. I Should See a Doctor requires us to basically grief the entire mass world by running around and spreading the cough and hopefully still getting the kill on Nex. What I'm going to be doing is sitting in the mass world and just collecting KC whilst passively getting the tasks. You're going to start off protecting magic against Nex, and when she gets to 2720 HP, that is your cue to go hit the first minion. Once the minion dies, protect from range, and stay far away from her melee range. Once she gets to 2040 HP, you can start working on the next minion. Avoid the black circles that spawn under you, and sit the fuck down. Once that minion dies, switch back to protect from magic, and she will be in blood phase. At 1360 HP, you can then attack the next minion. A lot of the mechanics can be mostly ignored in the mass worlds as opposed to in small teams. During the ice phase, you want to stay away from her melee phase, or melee range, to not get hit by the contain. At 680 HP, you can attack her next minion. When that dies, she will go into her enraged phase. Typically, you would want the entire lobby to stay in melee phase, so she can choose to melee, which is a single target ability, versus her magic attack, which is multi-targeted and heals her. Makes Mass World kind of horrible, but it's free tasks, you know? Nothing you can do about it. Sadly, we missed out on the no shadow damage, no contain damage, and the nobody dying, but over the next 24 kills, we'll definitely rate these in. The only one that's actually going to be a problem is going to be the Doctor. This is because Jagex realized that it was a very grief combat achievement and decided to make it harder to spread the cough. If only they would have chose to completely get rid of this combat achievement. It's not hard at literally any scale, it is just annoying. You can do this in pretty much any scale higher than a 4 or higher than a 3-man. Because you can just have 2 people participate at the very beginning of the kill, and then sit in the corner and take 0 damage the rest of the kill to guarantee the combat achievement. Does that take skill? No. Is it annoying? Yes. How does everybody do this task? By going to the mass world. I'm not proud of it, but it's what you gotta do. Yeah, okay, let's get out of here. We are now going over to the other Nex. Nightmare. To get here, I'm going to use the Ecto file and go to the rowboat north of the Ectofuntus and then walk over to sleep. You do not need to do pretty much any quest to get here outside of Priest in Peril. Explains why it's so heavily botted. This is a very simple setup. You do not need what I have. You can use a Dragon Mace, Abyssal Bludgeon, some type of crush weapon is all you need. Now, for the tasks, we'll be killing the Nightmare once, and we will be killing both husks at the same time. The task is called Explosion. You can do this with Chinchampas, or I'm going to be using a Din's Bulwark. I'm going to get them a little bit low by hitting them once each, and then I'm going to Din's Bulwark spec after. To do this task, you're going to want to tank the Nightmare up until she does her first special attack. She always has the same exact cycle and will always husk you first. So, when she's spinning, it's a mage attack. Creepy sounds, that's a range attack. Walk off the black circles, just like at Nex. We don't have to survive a super long time, so if you mess up, don't get too upset. She will husk you. It's a melee attack. I'm gonna auto this, try not to kill it. Mage, kick it, try not to kill it. Mage, spec. Bang, everybody's dead. That's explosion done. If you fuck it up, don't worry about it. Leave, walk back in. And now, hopping over to the mass world, we're gonna be doing pretty much the same thing. Except this time, it's in the mass world, so the kill is going to be insanely quick. Unfortunately, there were only like 5 people online when I did this task. Hopefully there's going to be like 20 to 30 bots in here when you do this task. Just survive the kill, you don't got to do a whole lot of damage, stand behind the boss, somebody else will probably have higher defense armor than you and be the tank, so you don't have to worry about praying melee. When it does the creepy tick 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 tick, range attack. Red flowers around it, mage attack. Bring a sanfew serum with you, so when she parasites, you can get rid of the parasite. I would recommend watching a guide on this boss beforehand, but you do not need to. Bringing brews and sharks will be more than enough to out-heal a lot of the damage. This means you can face tank a lot of the things that would normally kill you in, say, Fasani's Nightmare, and just get your 1 KC and leave. This is one of the few things you will want to look out for. When she puts the flowers up, stand inside the alive flowers or you will find yourself dead. Just showing how big of a leech you can actually be for this combat achievement, I did not bring a magic weapon when I did this. I just wanted to one and done the 2 tasks and get out of here. Normally you would bring a mage weapon and hit the totems to charge them quicker. I didn't. I really didn't care. I was just coming in, getting my KC, and leaving. Once you're done healing all the pillars, sleepwalkers will spawn. Kill the ones in your corner. If they get to the boss, you'll take a lot of damage, but they have almost no HP. Just hit the one near you. Most of the time they'll be taken out by other people. Should be a lot of people in the room. If there's not, hit the one near you. With phase 2 starting, remember how I said to bring a sanfew serum? I didn't. I'm about to take a lot of damage from a parasite popping out of me. It's okay, just eat up and you will survive. That's what the 56 was, it was not from the nightmare. I think the one thing I really hate about this boss is the chip damage, similar to Nex. So when Fasani's came out, I really liked that a lot better. Basically, if you pray correctly at Fasani's, you never take damage. And one of the only other things you're going to have to look out for, when she teleports, she is going to face a direction, and then a tick or two after, she is going to sprint down that directional line. Get out of the way, or you will take massive damage. For the sake of explaining everything, if you walk into the mushrooms, your attack speed will be reduced and your prayer will be drained. Your run energy will also be turned off. You can also completely ignore these, as getting 1 KC does not mean you need to know about these. One thing I didn't know, because I don't do regular Nightmare, is the yawn will actually spread to other people, similar to the cough at Nex. Kind of unfortunate because I'm immediately punished for it. Oh well. And easy as that, we survived our Nightmare KC. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.